If you're working out at home and you don't have a lot to work with in the way of weights, you can always add in things like bottles of water. So a 1 liter bottle of water is 2 pounds, a gallon bottle of water is about 8.5 pounds, and a 5-gallon bottle of water, the kind that you see with a water cooler, if you have a water cooler system at home, is about almost 45 pounds. So there's lots you can do. You can also use duffel bags, boxes of books, cases of water of various sizes, 12, 24, 36. Lots you can do. But you can also do just body weight stuff. And here's a great one that allows you to work your pull muscles. So we're talking about your trapezius muscles and your rhomboids, which are between your shoulder blades, as well as your whole lower body, your quads, your glutes, and your hamstrings. So I call it a squat with a chest expansion. You don't need any equipment at all for this one, okay? Proper squat form, let's go over that first. Your feet are shoulder width apart. Your toes are pointing out 10 to 15 degrees, and I want to point out at first two things. You always stay on your heels, and throughout the whole range of motion, your knees are pointed in the same direction as your toes. What happens if people have flexibility issues or strength issues is that they will come down nice and low, but their knees come in as they come up. So usually it looks like this. They start to come up, the knees come in, and then they go out, okay? Refer that to your trainer. If that's happening to you, they'll either give you some remedial exercises, or they'll give you some stretches to do, or may refer you out to another professional, but talk to your trainer about it. Also be careful when squatting. Joint pain in the knees and the hips is not uncommon, and squats can aggravate that. So we want to be careful, okay? We want to help you improve rather than hurt you. So be upfront with your trainer about how you're feeling. So if you can't do a full squat, do a partial squat, but if you can do a full squat, you're really looking to get parallel to the ground like this, okay? Things to remember, as I said, stay on your heels and remember the direction of your knees. Your core is tight. Chest is expanded. Your shoulder blades are pulled together just a little bit, and you're looking straight ahead, okay? And you're going to bend over. You have to, because your center of gravity needs to stay in line with your heels. If you don't, you're going to tip forward, okay? If you try and stay like this, you're going to come over on your toes. Your center of gravity has to stay in line with your heels. And that means that when you descend, your hips go backwards. And as you ascend, your hips come forwards. Your knees and your hips should be bending at the same time and straightening at the same time. Breathe in, out, in, out, in, out, all while maintaining a tight core, expanded chest, and head's looking straight ahead. Okay, that's the squat portion. Now we're going to add this thing called a chest expansion, where what I'm doing is I'm really squeezing my shoulder blades, pulling my shoulder blades together with my arms straight out to the sides. And I'm going to do that at the top of the motion. Okay, so I start out like this, squat down, okay? So that's a squat with a chest expansion. You're working the lower body and the upper body at the same time. You don't have to use weights. And if you've got knee or hip problems and you get some pain on the squat, then just go down part of the way. That's equally fine, okay? So there it is, squat with a chest expansion.